Hey, welcome to my life. Have a nice day. So this week for me is actually off work. Actually the entire month is, and I'm doing my final project for my school. Got these new running shoes, actually first proper running shoes I've ever owned, and now I'll go try them out. So I slipped on ice and fell on my butt and broke the back of my phone, but thankfully it still works. I'm really enjoying that it's bright already at 8 a.m. So I watched this movie, A Letter to Momo it's called, and the animation and the character design was so good. Like, I really liked the movie. Also the film had really beautiful hand-drawn backgrounds and was set in a quite interesting location. So if you're interested from what I'm showing right here, go ahead and watch it. I give it a 10 out of 10. So yeah, it turns out I watched quite many movies this week. Also watched Tomoko's Love Story. Was like a really sweet movie with also great animation and especially color. I really enjoyed the color in that film. But yeah, you've probably heard of it, it's quite popular. And also it turns out I'm having school starting from next week, which is a really pain in the ass. I was under the impression that I'm done with school, but it turns out I have some lessons left. Yeah, what I'll do with my job I don't really know, but I'll figure it out.
Isäkin filmeeb. Mä otan vares just servi filmida. Mine servi?
Ma panen mööda just nüüd.
Fuck, sorry. Oota, vares ilus serv.
Just nüüd.
Also I happened to watch Alien 9, which is definitely the cute girl suffering type of anime. And also it easily takes the #1 spot on the most weird shit I've seen list, definitely.
me?
I'll give you some casual biking to cure you of what you just had to see. This is my sister being noisy in my room because she doesn't want to bother the father. So now it is Saturday, I plan to go biking, but it snowed. And then I thought, okay, I'll speedrun my car license stuff, but I got immediately locked out and now I have to wait until Monday to get it fixed. But because I was doing these unique Saturdays, I really wanted to do something unique, so I decided why not go biking and running in this like kind of extreme windy, snowy weather. So yeah, not the most pleasant ride, but I reached the location nevertheless. It was windy and snowy and really slippery. Don't really recommend going out with such weather. So the reason I had to ride to my running location is because I live quite near the sea and it is really windy there. So I didn't really want to run there today, so I went a bit further out into the forest to run without the wind. So the track I'm running is around Lake Ülemiste, which is the water supply of entire Tallinn basically. So the lake usually is off limits, but today the fence was broken from the weather, I presume. But I decided not to go because I was wearing really bright colors. On the halfway point there's this canal and I usually pass on this pipe, but it was really overflown, so I had to improvise. And actually the reason I came here today is because I used to live here a while ago and also run this track a lot, and I decided to pay a visit. So I've reached my destination, which is this house here on the left. And the reason I came here is because I used to live like right in this house. The upper window from the right is actually a window into my previous room. I have many good and mostly good memories with this house. For a while, about 2 years, I lived alone with my sister there, and we had to manage our finances ourselves. And it was really cool. I learned a lot from that. But as we didn't have all that much money, there was oftentimes really cold in the house. And I remember like trying to heat up the house when friends came over to like not leave a strange impression, but now it feels so funny looking back at it. And actually the house was in a really rich neighborhood, but for some reason like we lived there and the rent was dirt cheap. So yeah, it was a quite old house, bad insulation and stuff, but the neighborhood was quite rich, for Estonia at least. So I got a bit thirsty on my way back and I decided to drink from the lake, because like the Tallinn gets its water from it anyway, so it was really cold though. But this is it for this time, like see you next week, have a good one.